What is up, guys? Welcome back to another flea market grab video. So before we get into the video this week, I actually have two things that I want to talk about. So first off, November 16th, if you're in the DFW area or surrounding areas, there's a convention coming up, DFW Vintage Swap Meet. Go follow them on Instagram if you guys want to know where it's at. I know Slobby Robbie's supposed to be there. I think Paul Cantu's supposed to be there, and then a couple of other people. Me, myself, I'm going to be trying to go because I've been looking for some old Dragon Ball Z video game shirts, anime shirts, but I haven't really been able to find none, so I figured I'd go check it out. So I might be there walking around, but definitely you guys go check it out if you are in the area. And then the second thing I want to talk about, I've been having a lot of people asking me about these. They've been in the background of all my videos lately, and it's this pair of Carme de Garçon Converse. So when I first got these, I mentioned that I wanted to keep them and give them away eventually. I keep having people messaging me asking me if they can buy these from me, but I keep telling them I want to give them away. So that is actually what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to announce the giveaway for these. I'm going to let this go on for a week, and I'll give them away next week in next week's flea market grab video. So I actually wanted to give these away a little bit earlier, but I've been trying to clean them up a bit because they were kind of dirty. So if you guys can see, they do have some light marks on them still right here. But overall, I've cleaned them up pretty good. They were worse. As you can see, the bottoms are pretty clean, but other than those little light marks right here on the side, there's not really anything else wrong with them. I mean, the inside does have like where they marked on the sole for some reason. I don't know why. And these are a size, you can see down in there, tags in a weird place, but those are a size 8 in men. But I tried them on and they do fit a little bit big. I say they're more like a 9. But if these little marks right there bother you, then just don't enter. Let somebody else who actually wants to win the shoe win them. I'm pretty sure you can get that out of there. I just haven't had the time to really try to get it out. And those little light marks are only on the right shoe. The left shoe is still pretty clean. I don't know if you guys can see. So if you guys do want to enter for these, there are a couple things you have to do to get entered. First off, you got to be subscribed to the channel. Of course, you got to like this video. You got to go over to Instagram and follow me on Instagram, because that's how I will be contacting the winners. And then in the comments down below, go ahead and comment your Instagram handle. I figure that's the easiest way to do it because the YouTube messaging system's all messed up. And the last time I did a giveaway, I announced the winner, and then I had somebody go make a fake account, but they put like a space or an underscore or something in it. They were trying to trick me and get me to send it to them, but I guess they didn't know I had already contacted the winner before I even uploaded the video. So yeah, don't be that guy. So yeah, just do those 3 things and you guys will have a chance to win these, and I'll announce the winner next week. So yeah, November 16th, DFW Vintage Swap Meet. I'm gonna try to be there. You guys should go too if you're in the area. And if you guys want to win those, just follow the rules. So now let's go ahead and jump into this week's flea market grab video.
¿Ya tiene rato aquí? ¿Cómo tiene?
Apenas, nada más que rápido se le voy a enseñar los...
Oh no!
Alright guys, welcome to the pickup part of the video. Didn't really grab too much. I got 5 games and a pair of shoes. So I'm going to show you guys what I got today, and then we'll skip ahead to this weekend and I'll show you guys whatever I find this weekend. Even though I think it's supposed to rain Saturday, but Sunday is supposed to be okay, so let's hope that it doesn't rain both days. Anyway, starting off, these first 2 I got 2 for $10, so $5 a piece. The first one is a loose copy of Mario Kart Wii. Nothing crazy, but for $5, I thought, why not? I find this game all the time, and it's always an easy like 20 bucks. But the main one that I wanted, also for $5, I got a copy of Mike Tyson's Punch-Out on the NES. The label's a little roughed up on this one, but I'm not gonna keep it anyway. I already own this game with the manual and everything, so I don't need this one. But I knew for only $5, that was definitely a steal. And then these next 3 I paid $8 a piece for, but I never find Sega Saturn games, so I was happy paying that. And I already sold one of them and got my money back for all 3, so let me show you guys what I got. So the first one is VR Virtual Racing. Never heard of this game or never played it, but I figured I'd go ahead and grab it. Graphics look really blocky, but yeah, you know how the graphics were back then. That one is complete with the case and manual. The disc is in really good shape, and it actually still has the little styrofoam piece that holds the disc in place. So that is the first one, and also it's really hard to find these that are not cracked, so I don't think either of these 3 are cracked anywhere. The second one is Magic Carpet. I don't know what's going on the cover. He's like shooting a fireball out of his fist while he's riding a magic carpet. Again, I've never heard of this game either. which is a common thing with Sega Saturn games. When growing up, I was never into the Sega Saturn, so a lot of the games I never even heard of. For example, all three of these. This one doesn't have the little styrofoam, but it does have this little mail-in thing. And again, the disc is in great shape on that one. And then the last one of the 3 Saturn games, this is the one I actually already sold. I sold this one for 25 bucks. Battle Arena Toshinden Remix, I think I pronounced that right. Again, in really good shape. There you go, kind of like a Street Fighter type game, or Tekken, I guess, I don't know. And again, this one has the little styrofoam piece. This is in great shape. So that is the last one of the Sega Saturn games that I picked up for $8 a piece, and I sold this one for 25 already, so I already got all my money back on this one. And then the one pair of shoes I grabbed, unfortunately they are a GS size. They're a size 7 though, so I guess that's okay. It's a pair of these infrared 3s, and I actually only picked these up for only $3, which is the reason why I grabbed them. I try to stay away from youth shoes, but I figured for $3, why not go ahead and grab these. There's the size tag, size 7Y. These came out in 2013. This is a pretty underrated colorway in my opinion. Really simple colorway that you can wear with anything. What I found weird about these though, is if you look at the right shoe, they're super clean, right? I mean, they have a little scuff right there on the back, but other than that, super clean. But then when you look at the left shoe, it looks like they went hiking or something in this one, which is weird. I don't know why this one is super dirty and the other one is like really clean. I have no idea, unless maybe they clean the other one and then they just never clean this one. But other than like the mud and stuff, that's all gonna come off pretty easily. They should clean up pretty nicely. So yeah, if you compare, you can see that the right shoe is super dirty and the left one is super clean. So I don't know how that happened. But for only $3, I'm not opposed of using some soap and water and cleaning these up a bit. So that's what I found today. Now let's skip ahead and hopefully it doesn't rain this weekend and we actually find some stuff. So let's go. How much is the camera?
60.
60. Not too bad for $5. Don't see Sega CD games a lot. I wish these are in better shape. I've been looking for these.
Me and my dad.
How much is the hat?
Give me $2 for that, bro.
$2.
Me and my...
All these GameCube games, and this one had to be PS2. Six of them. How much is the hat? $3. How much you asking on the Mario Party?
10.
10? Can I see it? Alright, I'm leaving the flea market. I picked these up, but I was actually talking to the vendor, which is why I didn't record them. They need to be cleaned up, but this is like the first time I've ever found a pair of Air Vapor Max that the bubble's not popped on. So I'm probably going to end up cleaning these up and then getting rid of them because I am not a fan of the way they fit, personally. But yeah, let's get to the pickup part now. Alright guys, welcome back to the continuation of this week's flea market grabs. So first off, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I'm actually using a different camera to record right now. Before I was using this camera right here, this Canon XS720HS. So this is what I usually use to record, but as you guys saw, I found another camera. I don't know how the video is going to look or the audio is going to sound. I don't know if it's going to be better or worse. So So I figured I'd go ahead and record with it this time, and you guys can let me know if it's better or if it's worse. Like I was saying, this is the one that I used to use, and this is the one that I'm using now. So the one I found at the flea market is this Canon Vixia HFS21. I picked this up for 60 bucks. What I like about this one is it does have this screen that I can like flip around. It's actually touchscreen too, which is cool. Like I said, I paid 60 bucks for this camera, so I'm hoping the quality looks better. And then I'll just keep this one and use this one to record here at my house. I'm not going to use this camera to take to the thrift stores and flea markets because it's way too big for that. So I'll continue using this one. But I paid 60 bucks for this camera. I seen them on eBay selling for between $220 to $250. This one came with 2 batteries, the bag, and the charging cable. So if I'm not happy with the audio or the video quality, then I can just sell this camera and triple what I paid for it anyway. Next up, I picked up a loose copy of Mario Party 5 on the GameCube. I paid $10 for this. It's a loose copy, but I didn't mind paying the 10 bucks for this game because this game's still an easy like 30 bucks, maybe more. I haven't checked in a while, but the disc is in good shape, so I went ahead and grabbed that for $10. And then the next game I grabbed for only 5 bucks, I got a copy of Mortal Kombat on the Sega CD. I've been getting lucky in finding Sega CD and Sega Saturn games lately, which I never find them, so that's kind of cool. This one is complete with the manual and the case. It does have the little styrofoam to hold the disc in as well. It does have a little crack down here at the bottom, but that's not too bad. He also has some like junky PS4 games that he wanted like $15 for, but he only wanted 5 bucks for the old Sega game. Next up, I have 8 hats to show you guys. I got all 8 of these for $10 total. So the first one I found for $2. It's this USA Budweiser proud sponsor hat. Navy blue on the top with the red brim. No tag on the inside, but it's still pretty clean. You got USA with the Olympic rings, Budweiser on the bottom. Grabbed that one for only 2 bucks. And then the second one I found, I paid $3 for this one, but I thought the graphic on this one was pretty cool. It's this SeaWorld dolphin hat right here. On the front, you have the 2 dolphins swimming around with all the underwater plants. And it goes all the way around the hat. You got a sea turtle back there. And then on the side, you got SeaWorld. And you got a purple brim on that one. There's no tag on the inside. On the back, you do have the Made in the USA on the snap, and also on the inside as well. So I just really like the graphic on this one and the colors, so I grabbed that one for $3. And then these next 6 I got all from the same person. If you saw in the footage, then you see that they were in a box. They were $1 each, but he told me if I took 5 of them, I would get one for free. So I got these 6 for $5. The first one is the New York Mets snapback right there. You just got Mets spelled out on the front, orange brim. And that one has the twill tag, nothing on the back. It does need a little bit of restoration and reshaping, but it's not too bad. Let me go ahead and get this one out the way. This is the one that I picked up for free. It is a little beat up and it needs to be clean, but it was the free one, and I didn't really see any other ones that I wanted. But it's this Cincinnati's Reds pinstripe hat right there. The upper is pretty yellowed. There is the tag by Drew Pearson. The upper is pretty yellowed, but I'm gonna try to clean it up and see what I can do with it. The next one is this Atlanta Braves strap back. I thought the colorway on this one was pretty cool. On the upper, it's like a French blue, and then you have like a teal brim and then the green underbrim. And then on the back, you got the Braves spelled out with the brown leather strap. And if you look close, that one is by American Needle. So I just thought the colorway on this one was pretty cool. Sorry if I'm like looking over here. I'm getting used to using the screen. I'm not used to seeing myself on the screen over here, but anyway, the next one is this Jaguar snapback right there. You got Jaguars with the logo spelled out on the front, but that's basically it. And then that one is by Anco. I want to say this one was brand new with tags, but the tag fell off because it's super clean, if you guys can tell. It just needs a little bit of reshaping. And then the last 2 are both new with tags. The first one we have is the University of Florida snapback right there. Pretty simple, UF on the front, orange brim with the green underbrim. And that one is by Outdoor Cap. Still has the tag on it, as you can see right there. So that's that one. And then this is probably my favorite one of the bunch that I got. Unfortunately, it does have some flaws, which I will show you guys, but it's this Frankfurt Galaxy snapback by American Needle. And if you look close, it's actually dated 1991. I really like the spell out on here and that logo. And then on the back, you got the World League, and that one is still new with tags as well. But if you look close, you can see it does have some little like holes in it right there, and then right here, and then also right here on the front of the brim. So that kind of sucks because this is probably my favorite one out of all the ones I got. There is the American Needle tag. So I don't know, I might just hold on to this one. Grab this hoodie for $3, this Mount Rushmore hoodie, South Dakota. I just really like the heather gray. That always reminds me of the 90s, heather gray and like bright neon colors. On the graphic, you got Mount Rushmore right in the middle with all the mountains around it. And on the top and the bottom, you have like this tribal design with the animals on top. And that one is dated 1992. This one is a size large, so I don't know. Maybe I'll just end up keeping this if nobody wants it, but I just thought it was pretty cool, so I picked it up. And then last but not least, we do have a pair of shoes. I picked these up from my friend who buys storage units and sells the stuff. The only reason I picked these up is because one, he was my friend like I said, and two, they're not too bad. They do need to be cleaned, but every time I find a pair of these, they're always popped, and it's a pair of the Vapor Maxes right here in the all white colorway. So anytime I find these, the air bubbles are always popped. These are still good, and there is no ripping or nothing in the uppers. They're just really dirty, as you can tell. So I'm just gonna clean these up and get rid of them because these are a size 11. So I can fit these because Vapor Maxes fit kind of small. But I'm not a fan of how they fit, so I will not be keeping them. Here is the other one. I've just personally never been a fan of this shoe. I remember going to a Nike outlet and trying them on for the first time, and ever since then I just haven't really liked them. To me, they're very uncomfortable, but I know people say they're pretty comfortable to them. I don't even know if I told you guys how much I paid for them, but I paid $22 for them. That's those Vapor Maxes. There's the tag. They're a size 11 from 2017. So yeah, that's those Vapor Maxes that need a little love for $22. So those are my flea market pickups for this week, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. Let me know if the camera looks better or worse. And then I'll decide if I want to keep it or if I just want to get rid of it. And like the video, drop a comment and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week with another one. So later.
Where have you been? Been searching all alone, confessing while I know.